Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a alternator bracket gasket on a 2004 745 Li BMW. I'm going to show you guys how easy this is. They recommend that you remove the subframe, but I'm going to remove the alternator up here. So right now I'm draining the coolant. You have to remove these hoses right here and let it drain. And then when that's finished draining, we are going to remove the alternator. Alright, to remove the belt, you will need a T60 socket, and you will just swing it to the right and you get the belt off. Alright, also once you get the belt off, you will have to remove this tensioner also. There's a number 16 millimeter socket. Also with the alternator, there are two 16 millimeter bolts also. And guys, don't forget to disconnect the battery, because you're going to be removing the alternator. Alright, after you get the alternator loose, there is a 13 millimeter socket I need to use to remove this nut. And also there's a connector right here in the back of the alternator. Alright, now that we have the alternator removed, we will now remove the power steering pump off of here. Off of the alternator bracket, and also we're going to move the reservoir to the side so we have some slack with the hose, so we won't be tugging on it, and just push it to the side. And I would also recommend you guys out there that don't have a lift, you will have to use a engine hoist or a jack, or some jack stands. You can lift the vehicle up higher so you can access the alternator bracket. Also, I forgot to mention, on the power steering pump there are some 13 millimeter bolts, and also on the back of that there is a number 6 Allen back there, hiding in the back. Alright, so now we're going to remove the bolt that holds the motor mount on. It's an E12. Guys, and like I said earlier, you have to support the engine one way or the other. If you don't have a lift, you need to use a jack stand and something to support that engine. So now we're going to remove the alternator bracket along with the engine mount and the engine mount bracket. Alright guys, this is underneath the vehicle, as you can see right there. To the left, that's the alternator bracket, and then to the right, that's the engine mount bracket. And we are going to remove the engine mount bracket along with the engine mount. Alright, here goes the bolt for the engine mount. It's a 13 nut on both sides. I remove those two and you slide the engine mount out. Alright guys, now we're getting ready to remove the alternator bracket. After we remove the engine mount bracket, underneath there are two more bolts. There's one right here, it's a number 13, and there's also another one on the back, on the top, which is a 16 millimeter. Take notes, guys. These two bolts are very important. You need to make sure you put them back in the right spot, not here or on the bottom. Okay, there's one on top and one on the inside. Alright guys, so now we're going to remove the alternator bracket. We have a T40 hiding in here, and then we also have another number 13 there, and one more hiding inside there, as you can see right there. Alright, and as earlier I showed you, we removed the two bolts on the side of the alternator bracket right there, and we're going to remove it right now. Alright guys, and there we have it. This is all the trouble right here. The $5 gasket, somewhere in the area, that costs you over $1,000 of labor, But we got it out. Now we got to put it back. By the way, it took me only 2 hours to do this. So it's about a 10-hour job, but I say it would take me 3 hours tops. So I need to put it back, so it'll take me an hour to put it back. Alright, thank you for watching.